Oh my goodness, it's been a day. It has been a day. Today I'm going to sit and film snuggled up in bed because today was a long one. It's been a long week. It's the first time I have ever had to like properly cancel or like what's it called? You like give another date, reschedule for one of my workshops or classes ever. I just never get sick, and I guess I've been pushing myself too hard this week because I feel miserable. I feel a whole lot better than I did this morning, which is why I thought I had the energy maybe to do this. I did have a really nice nap and some lovely food and a really sweet check-in call with one of the mamas who is due her baby soon, which is always nice. But I'm 17 weeks pregnant and feeling sick, and parenting while being pregnant, while working, while being unwell, I would not recommend that combination of things for anyone. So here we are. I actually, to be fair, have very little to share with you in terms of pregnancy symptoms. I've been getting some like minor, like just like can I even say it's super pubic pain? Mostly I find if I've had like a really stressful time or a really bad night's sleep, that I can hear Archie coming up, that's when it's like triggered. So it's very much like a stress related thing. So I'm working on that. I'm doing some movements on that. I'm trying to get back into like my meditation and stretching, and was meant to go back to yoga this week. That also did not happen because I've just really been prioritizing rest, and yet I still became unwell. So there we go. I'm going to show you my little belly because it's so cute. At 17 weeks, I feel like I really have like popped now. So I have like a proper little belly to show you. Wearing again these wonderful indigo Luna pants and having them all the way pulled up because look how cute this little tummy is. Very sweet update. Let's start with the not so sweet. I was having these awful nightmares like on and off, mostly I find triggered by lack of sleep. So the boys got up well first, and then I was like snuggled between the two of them, and then one would wake and cough, and then I would wake, and then I'd go back asleep, and then the other one would wake me and coughing, and I'd go back asleep. Like it was just like, you know, they say that sleep deprivation is like genuinely a form of torture. I know exactly what they mean because it was so horrible. It was so horrible. I'm gonna sit you down over here and read some updates from my app. But yeah, as a result of that, when I eventually, excuse me, I'm so sniffly and yucky, and I've got like a list of things I need to work through. When I eventually managed to get back to sleep, into like a deep sleep, I had the most awful nightmares that I'm not even going to tell you what they're about because I feel like someone should make a horror movie out of them. They're so, I don't even know where the depths of like these horrors come from. They're so yucky. So yucky. And for me, initially, they're like very much a hormonal thing. Like early pregnancy, I'm terribly anxious. I have awful dreams, and then they disappear as soon as I grow a placenta. But this time round, I feel like they're completely sleep dependent. I'll be down in a minute. So there we go. That's been fun. And while I was like in my I need support, like how do I get out of this yucky world, I would like knock on the wall because at the moment Pete and I are sleeping in separate beds when he's got to like get up and go to work experience in the morning. And yeah, I prefer like get a nice sleep with the kids, and he does not. He's never slept well with the children. So I knocked into him, and he like immediately like just knew that this wasn't just like me looking to chat, that this was like urgent, or me like kicking the wall by accident, or a kid's kicking the wall. So he literally got up, came straight in, and he was like, what's wrong? And I was like, I had another nightmare. And he like clambered into the bed beside me, snuggled into me, and while he was like holding me, I went into like the deepest sleep, as you do when you're being held by someone who you feel safe with. And while I was sleeping, he had his hand on my belly and he could feel the baby move, which is just like, oh, it just makes it all so much more real, doesn't it? There are so many beautiful things happening with this little baby at the moment as well. I've just finished my body ready method training, and I'm so excited to be able to offer some like body balancing coaching and sessions and workshops and things like that for my clients. So if you're looking for something like that, or maybe like a help, I'm at like facing induction, I'm like it's like a pre-induction session to see whether we can get things moving, that would be really fun. Did I write anything down for this week to share with you guys? No, I don't think I did. All is doing well. Still waking up to pee in the night time, which obviously isn't all that funny. I've been having bleeding gums as well, which typically I've gotten every pregnancy, and sometimes it's been like one of my first symptoms, but I haven't actually, sorry, it's so gross. I haven't actually had it all that much this time, but it's reminded me and prompted me to go back to my dentist just for like a checkup and a clean and whatever. Still waking up to pee once, if not twice at night, which is a pain and also tricky because I'm literally sleeping sandwiched between the two kiddos, so I have to like navigate not waking them and then getting up, getting out, and getting back in again. It's like proper ninja move being this pregnant. And for the most part I end up waking Archer. He's the lighter sleeper of the two, and so I'm like got a baby on my hip and I'm trying to fumble through, like feel where everything is in the house to like not crash, go for a pee, holding the baby, get back up, get into the bed. So it's like a whole malarkey. But yeah, it's, you know what, it's so great. And like I think all of a sudden it's starting to feel more real. We are actually going up to collect our new like 7-seater car next week, which, oh, of course there's something in my teeth. We went to a cute little cafe this afternoon. Hilarious. Look how cute this little baby is. Starting to look like a real human now. And there you go, look, with the Pregnancy Plus app. But it's really nice with kids because you can just like, you know, navigate around a little bit. Archer's convinced that that's a penis, which I really, hope it isn't, and also would be really scared if it was. That would be worryingly large. So currently 17 weeks and 4 days. Let's open this little update and see what's going on with this little bunny. Length approximately 20.4 centimeters, weight approximately 181 grams. Baby is growing bigger, and their weight will increase about 6-fold over the next 10 weeks, so really just piling on the weight. Baby's practicing their breathing with amniotic fluid, and their chest is moving in rhythm as if they're breathing air. By now, your baby has their own individual fingertips. Your baby's immune system is busy preparing for life outside the womb, and then myelin, a protective coat of the nerves, is now being produced, which is just beautiful and wonderful and so exciting and so special that they're starting to become their own little being. Your baby's umbilical cord is growing and continues to support their needs. Moments of dizziness or fainting. I haven't been fainting. I have been feeling a little bit of dizziness, and I know that's just with like the expansion of the amount of blood and fluid required to support a pregnancy. You may even notice an increase in saliva, which I have not noticed. Most often linked to morning sickness. Dry skin and rashes may occur. I mean, I can't tell this is just because I've been blowing my nose so often. Probably. And if it's your baby's first movements, you may feel the movements from anything from now till 24 weeks. I do feel like that was actually quite practical, and it's pertinent to say that I didn't feel my first baby's movements until he was about 20 weeks, and it's just gotten significantly like earlier with each pregnancy and the more aware I am. And yeah, that's it really. I've been focusing a lot more on like work and creating a really decent postnatal plan. I will link my free postpartum plan if you haven't already seen it down below, and I plan on making a couple of like postpartum planning videos, which I think would be really helpful for those of you who have not had your first babies yet and just are unsure on like how to plan for that time in your life. But I think you'll find it really helpful. So yeah, that's just a little taster of some of the things to come. I will also leave the link to these pants down below because they have been an absolute game changer. I think I'm going to sit down and write actually out like a pregnancy favorites video, because there's a couple of things that like have been mainstays in every pregnancy that I've had, and a couple of new things that I found only this pregnancy that I feel like I have to share with everybody. So I'll leave it with you, and thank you so much for this like little mini update, and I'll talk to you soon. Hopefully I'll be a lot less snotty and a lot less gross.